Okay, so in like planning, there's certain ways you can draw models that represent situations. So what we have is we have some wildflower gardens, the eastern and western gardens. I'm not sure if these are in Coinsburg or not, but there's like sculptures and pretty flowers and stuff that you can see in these gardens, and you can represent what these gardens look like by drawing something called a graph, and that's what these are here. The graphs that represent these gardens. And basically, going down these paths, you see all these statues and stuff. And they want you to find a path where you can look at all the statues, okay, without having to backtrack on one of the paths you've already seen, okay. Where would you start? Where would you walk? And just give this a try. So, looking at the Western Garden, okay, giving your efforts from before. You're going to it's not possible for the Western Garden. Okay, this is a possible thing you may have tried. So you could have said, okay, let's start here. Put S for start. Stay here. That's path one, and then let's say, okay, we'll go up. That's path two. Let's come down this way. That's path three. Let's go back. That's path four, and then we go downward, and that's path five. But we did not get to see that path. We'll have to backtrack between path 5 to see that one, or 5, 4, and 3. That's really inefficient to see that one. So that's one way of trying to do it. So as far as this being able to work, this one is not possible. Okay, so you can try a bunch of times. It's not possible to look at all the statues and flowers without backtracking through a path we've already been through. Okay, in the Eastern Garden, it is possible, very much possible. One of the solutions is, and there's several different solutions to these, but they exist, and I'll show you how you can tell pretty quickly how a solution exists or not to these problems. So here's another garden, different shape. Here's a graph that represents this garden, this Eastern Garden. What we can do is we can start here, and let's say we go down this way, call that path 1. We go up this diagonal here, it's path 2, and then down this way, which would be our third path, and come around, path 4, around this way, path 5, up this way, path 6, and then path 7, and then path 8, and then we finished here. All right, so this one I was able to look at all the paths without having to backtrack. However, with my solution, I wasn't able to end up back where I started. So we're leaving a different exit that we came in. So maybe going out to your car and finding your car at the parking lot is a little different. But that's one solution where I was able to get all the paths without having to backtrack.